Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're doing really well. This is like the third or fourth time I've tried to start this video, but something was always going wrong. But that's fine. I'm sorry I've not recorded for a little while. I've had a lot on, and there's been a lot on my mind as well, which is why I thought it might be nice to record just a colouring and ramble video today. I'm sure lots of people have got things on their mind, and it might be nice to just relax together like this. I had these new pens for my birthday. See if I can quietly show you. So they are similar to the Copics markers that you get, but these are significantly cheaper, I think, but they're incredible. Quality is awesome. And yeah, they're the best felt pens I've ever had. So I did do a little bit of colouring around my birthday, and it was super relaxing, and I had a really nice time. I coloured this lady here, and the quality is just, oh, honestly, the quality is incredible. So that's the only problem, is that it leaks through to the next page, but I can live with that. So let's find something to colour, and then we can have a bit of a chin wag. I don't want anything too complicated. I get bored very easily with colouring, though less so with these colours. Well, that's quite nice. I might come back to that one. Oh, that's quite nice as well. Oh, I think we might do that one. Okay, let's squish that down with the pens. I'm just going to have a drink and think about what colours we might use. Can you hear my fizzy Lucozade Zero? I do love a Lucozade Zero. A little bit hungover today as well, so it is very much needed. Okay, so let's start with the handle, maybe. So this Prussian blue is staring at me, so I might do like maybe dark blue, and tell you what, gold would look awesome, but I don't really have a gold. What about grey? I just saw a nice grey, now it's escaped my eyes. What colour is that? Green grey. Green grey doesn't sound great. Maybe just use it as, oh, warm grey. There we go. I'll try that one. Or maybe blue grey. We'll see. Okay, so on these you've got the broad end, and then there's the fine end as well. I prefer to use the fine end, but the broad end is really helpful. So let's start. I do need some sort of goldy, yellowy colour. What's this? Brown grey. That sounds a bit rubbish. Dark yellow, yellow ochre, teal cotter. I just think we need something. Maybe the silver will work up there actually. Okay, let's just. I'm overthinking it. I might actually open the other end as well. So I've switched up where I'm filming. I've got rid of, well, I haven't got rid of, but I've stopped using the little black table, which was was incredibly wobbly. Not that this video won't be wobbly, because I've got now a gooseneck holding my phone, and I have like a similar arm thing for the Blue Yeti as well. But it's definitely more stable, and I definitely have more room than I did before, which is great. So this is just the table from my dressing table, and I've just moved things around and created like a little desk area for myself here, because in the UK, I don't know about other countries, but we're probably going to be working from home if we can for another 6 months. So I felt a little bit fed up of working in the kitchen, and decided to set myself up a better space up here in the bedroom, also for the purpose of filming as well. So this is a temporary measure, and when I've got a bit more money, I'm going to buy a new desk, like a proper desk, to go up here with some drawers and stuff, so I've got a bit more storage space. And I'm going to get a nice, comfortable grey office chair as well. So I've seen the ones that I want, but I can't afford them just yet. I just had to pay out a fortune a couple of weeks ago on my car, which sucked. So it was my MOT, and my car's not that old, it's like 4 years old. And it's under warranty and everything with Kia, and you know, I've not been having any problems with it, so I was like, oh, you know, it's not going to cost me that much. It'll probably be like, you know, 200 quid or whatever. £450. I couldn't believe it. I had to have, what did I have to have done? Brake pads and discs, plus obviously, well, I had a rear windscreen wiper that I needed, cost of the MOT, the labour, yeah, so that was a hell of a shock. Luckily, I've saved a bit of money over the past few months, because my wages were cut because of coronavirus, obviously, and so I've been super careful with money, and I've obviously not really been using the car much, which I think is a contributory factor to the brakes needing to be done as well. But yeah, so luckily I have managed to save up a bit of money, or I had managed to save up a bit of money, but that was obliterated by the MOT. But you know, at least I didn't have to use my credit card or anything. So that was a bit of a shock. That was the day before my birthday, so that was, you know, a hell of a birthday present. I don't know if you've seen my other video where I've talked about like my weird relationship with birthdays, not with anyone else's birthday. I love celebrating other people's birthdays, and I love spoiling other people, but because I grew up with a really narcissistic mother, she always tried to make birthdays, Christmases, celebrations, you know, whatever it might be, they always had to be about her, and she'd always find some sort of way to spoil them. So for years I've not really enjoyed my birthday, but she has been out of my life for a couple of years now, coming up for 2 years actually, and things have gotten easier. So I was determined this year that I was just going to try and let go and have fun, and I really did. And I've had my dad back in my life this year as well, which that's made a big difference. Oh crap, I just noticed, so that bit's going to need to be grey, so why don't we do, yeah, we do the 2 greys, so that can be light grey, they can be dark grey, and then this bit can be blue as well. Yeah, and I had, oh my god, I had some awesome presents. I should have done like a show and tell thing. Maybe I'll still do that, but it kind of feels a little bit too late now. But I had these pens, obviously. I had the gooseneck for my mobile. What else did I have? I had a really naughty book. What was it called? Animals with Cocks, or something like that. Awful, so random. I had a few packs of oracle cards and tarot cards, which is cool. I can never have too many of those, so that is always appreciated. A really nice scarf, some lovely headbands, some unicorn gin, or unicorn tears gin to be more accurate. Can't really remember what else. But got quite drunk, had lots of fun, played lots of video games, did lots of colouring. It was pouring down on my birthday, which is a shame because we were going to go to, well, we did go to the beach, but it meant we couldn't really walk on the beach because it was too wet and yucky. But we had some fun in the arcades and stuff, and we had some food, which is the first time that we've eaten out at all since coronavirus started. I know things have opened up a while ago, but I don't know, I've not really been keen to go rushing in and eating out anywhere, but it felt very safe. It was a big place on the seafront, and you know, they had good measures in place to keep everybody safe, and everybody was really spaced out because it was a weekday anyway, so it wasn't, you know, the kids had gone back, so it wasn't particularly busy, so it was fine. Yeah, so that was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. And then since then we've just had loads of local lockdowns imposed on us in Wales. The area I live in hasn't been locked down, but sadly 2 of the areas where I've got family living in those areas, they've been locked down, so I can't see them, which sucks. I did manage to see my sister and my niece just before they went into lockdown, so she brought my niece down to see me. That was a week and a half ago, and then we saw my dad last weekend. But yeah, basically Cardiff is going into lockdown tonight, I think. Along with, can't remember who they're going into lockdown with, but places like Newport, Rhondda-Cynon-Taf, Merthyr Tydfil, Bridgend, Swansea, they're already in lockdown. This might be a bit loud, hang on, let me do it over here. Oh, sorry. Maybe I won't put the lids back on properly. And they've announced today that, let me think, Torfaen, the Vale of Glamorgan, and what was the other one? Oh, Port Talbot. They're all going into lockdown as of tomorrow, I think. So the local lockdowns are just springing up everywhere around here at the moment. I can't believe that we've not been locked down yet, but I think we're doing okay in terms of cases and stuff. So it's weird because it doesn't really affect us too badly. But then there's none of my family live around here anyway, so you know, we can still see my partner's family. We saw his mum today. But yeah, like I said, I can't see my sister, I can't see my niece, my dad. So that sucks. And the thing is, apart from seeing them, we've not really done anything else outside of like lockdown rules. Like I say, we ate out that once for my birthday, and then when we saw my dad last weekend, we went to a local pub, but we sat outside and we just had some like snacky food and some drinks. I got really itchy nose. It's because we've just been trying to cut my hair. Yeah. And I've got a pen on myself, of course I have. I'm such a messy queen. Yeah, so apart from doing those 2 things, like, they're the only normal things, if you like, that we've actually done. You know, we go shopping for groceries or household items. You know, I have to go to B&M about once a month because that's where they do the cat litter that I buy. But that's literally it. We don't do anything else. We don't go to the pubs, you know, regularly. We don't go to restaurants regularly. We don't go anywhere indoors. So, you know, it's not a massive change for us, I guess. But yeah, so as I was saying, we're likely to be working from home for another 6 months, which suits me fine because I'm a lot happier working from home anyway. It's sad that I can't see people that I love, and that's what really bothers me. Are these pen noises relaxing? I hope they're not too loud. The pace that I'm colouring, we're going to be here for hours. I need to keep an eye on the screen and make sure it doesn't stop recording for any reason. No, I think we're good. Yeah, so how are you guys finding things? Have you been locked down? I know in the UK anyway, there's a lot of areas in England that have been locked down as well. There's talk of more, there was a protest yesterday, I believe, in London against the COVID guidelines, or are they guidelines? More rules, I guess, aren't they, that have been imposed. Oh, I do want to talk about the whole 10 PM thing. Oh, for God's sake. I understand the intent behind it, that they think by closing pubs and restaurants and whatever at 10 o'clock that people won't get as wasted and therefore less likely to breach social distancing rules and stuff, but the point is they'll just get far drunker far earlier, so it's not going to make a damn difference. And it just feels a little bit like we're being controlled by being put under a curfew. If you're worried about people contracting it at pubs and restaurants, I don't think is such an issue, but if you're worried about people contracting it at pubs, then you're going to have to close the pubs down again until it's safe. Pubs are not essential. I know they're a huge part of British culture, and obviously a huge moneymaker, a big contributor to the British economy, but ultimately if it's not safe then we can't go. But changing it to 10 PM isn't going to make a damn difference. So I don't know what it's like in England, but in Wales, there are a lot of parts of Wales that are not particularly accessible. So for example, where I live in Monmouthshire, we don't have excellent travel links. So we'd only be able, if we were going to go out for a night out in the capital, so if we were going to Cardiff, then we'd have to get the last train home, which would usually be, I don't know, it's about 11 o'clock I think. And it's the same, especially around rugby season. You get a lot of people from the valleys who will travel down from the valleys by train, and they'll watch the rugby in the day and they'll get drunk and stuff, and then they have to get the last train home, which again is around, it's usually somewhere between about 10:30 and 11:15 usually. So what do people do when they know they have to get the last train home? They just get smashed earlier. And that's just exactly what's going to happen with this 10 PM curfew. It's just stupid. I am enjoying the memes though of COVID waiting at the pub door at 9:59. We've got to laugh about it somehow, haven't we? Jesus. I don't know why, but the announcement last week made me feel very uneasy. I know we're trying to keep the economy open, and I really do worry about the economy, because the more that tanks, the more people are going to be plunged into poverty. Oh, I've just seen a nicer colour than that one. Let's use this one. So I do worry, and I do, want things to be okay from that point of view, but I just don't think these new measures are really going to be enough. One thing that I don't understand is why vulnerable people have not been asked to, or advised to shield again. You know, they're going to be the first people who are hit if we have another rise. I know it's our duty, you know, it's all of our duties to keep them safe, but surely they should be shielding if they're most likely to die of the virus. It just makes no sense. And it is hard. Nobody wants to be isolating, shielding. Nobody wants to not be able to see their loved ones, but I don't know. There's just something about these measures that don't feel right. I don't know if anybody noticed as well when Boris did the address to the nation. First of all, he was a complete state. And I've seen a lot of comments about how if that was a female Prime Minister, she would have been ripped to shreds for that, which she would have. But secondly, he did start by trying to blame people who have been going out to pubs and whatever. But it's like, well, you opened everything back up and you said to get back on public transport, get back to work. I mean, they only told everybody to get back to work, get back to the offices, like, what, 2 weeks ago, and now it's like, oh crap, no, actually, you probably should just work from home. They just don't know what they're doing. And I do feel for the government to an extent, because it's a hell of a situation to be in. You know, you've got to keep a whole nation safe, but the priority at the moment is definitely not on keeping us safe. It's absolutely on keeping money in the fat cat's pockets. I feel so sorry for all the people who are losing their jobs. I know there's another iteration of the job retention scheme coming in, but it's just so stressful for so many people right now, you know. Worrying about our health, the health of our family, our loved ones, job security, home security. It's a horrendous time. And it just feels like it's never ending at the moment. And that's really, really hard. You know, it's like we make some progress and then we're back to where we were. I don't even know what blooming wave we're on at the moment. I saw a thing earlier about some medical expert or science expert saying that a third wave is very likely. So what are we in? Are we in wave 2 now? Or I don't know. I tried to book my flu jab last week as well, and I couldn't because it just said that it was being saved for the elderly and the vulnerable at the moment. So I don't know if it's because I've tried to book too early. I can't remember when I normally get it done. But yeah, I'll try again anyway. But that's probably enough COVID chat. Yeah, tell me how you're feeling about it all, especially if you're in the UK. What do you think about these measures and steps to keep us all safe and while keeping the economy moving? I've been thinking a lot about branching out into freelance work, which I think I spoke about before. Because I really don't ever want to go back to being in an office Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, whatever. I just can't. It's been the one huge benefit of lockdown for me has been that while I've been anxious about certain things and various situations or whatever, it's been so beneficial to me not having to work in an office and be around people all the time, because I do absorb energies. I'm an empath, I'm an introvert, so I do absorb everybody's energies, and I find it really difficult working in an office. But you know, ultimately I do also have to earn a living. So it's been hugely beneficial to me to be able to work from home, and I just really would like that to continue for as long as possible. So, hang on. What colours am I going to do? I think I might do the roses in this colour. French vermilion. Looks quite cool. It's like an orangey red. So I might do those in that colour. And then what colour? Maybe a purple around there? I don't know. Let's do the roses first and come back to it. Yeah, so I mean, ultimately that's really what I want to do, because it's going to allow me to spend more time doing the other things I love as well. So spend more time doing ASMR and my spiritual work, which at the moment I think is more important than ever, because I think a lot of people need healing, a lot of people need guidance. So I certainly don't take for granted what I'm able to do. I'm very grateful that I'm able to support people and, you know, help them see things differently. But it is restricted how much I can achieve because I work full time. So the ideal is that if I can hopefully transition to freelance for what I do for my main job, then I can dedicate a little bit more time to my spiritual work and my ASMR stuff as well, because, you know, I love all of this, I really do. I feel like I didn't feel too bad today anyway. I haven't had the alcohol blues, which I am prone to getting sometimes. So I felt okay today, but I feel so much better for coming on and doing a video. But yeah, that'd be so cool. And just my mind just feels so much better. Feels so much more. I can't even tell you like how. Wait, is that a petal or a leaf? Leaf. I think that's a petal. Yeah, I can't even begin to tell you how much better I've felt since we've gone into lockdown. Just not absorbing everybody's bloody energies every day makes a hell of a difference. I try not to, you know, I do try not to absorb everybody's energies, but it's not easy. You know, I'm still dealing with the same people, dealing with the same problems and the same workload and all of that. But it's just been significantly easier to deal with. What is that bit? That looks weird. It makes more sense that side. It looks a bit odd that side. I don't know. It's just a picture. So something else I did yesterday. Like, I'm a massive introvert. I don't really tend to socialise. I am getting better, and I do find it a lot easier now that my mum's out of the picture, because even though she obviously wasn't attending social situations with me, somehow just having her in my life really compounded my social anxiety. So things are a lot better, but I'm still very, very nervous, and you know, I'm always reluctant to meet up with people, or to meet new people, or talk to new people or whatever. But I've joined a Discord channel that my friend set up, and it's for local people basically, and I've been chatting to people on there for a while and they seem really nice, but I've not gone to any of the meetups yet, and they've mostly just been doing hikes and stuff, which is cool because it's outside and it's safer, but they're going to pull things back a bit I think now because of the local lockdowns and the, you know, restrictions coming back into force a bit more. But anyway, they did a online gaming session last night where you just like chat and game and stuff, and normally I'd avoid anything like that, and it was a lot easier because you didn't have to go on video. But I joined and I had a really good time, and I'm very proud of myself for joining. And I was playing with them from about I don't know, maybe like 4:45 until 7:45, and then I went and did a tarot reading for somebody, and then I came back about 9:15 or so, and I was with them till about 11:15, and it was really nice. But that's not something I would have done at one point. Like, what the hell is that bit? Is that part of the rose? Let me figure this out. So that's the leaf. That's the leaf. That must be part of the rose. That's so weird though. Oh, I don't heckin' know. Just colour it in. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Can't believe it's the 1st of October this week. Considering none of us have really been able to do much this year, it hasn't half flown. I think that looks okay. Because money's been tight, I've been buying Christmas presents as I've gone along over the last couple of months. I know people think I'm mad for starting so early, but I always do. I find it a lot easier to spread the cost, and especially when money's a bit of a problem, so not a problem, but tighter than it was. So I bought loads of Christmas presents already. I really hope there aren't too many restrictions in place around Christmas though, because that's going to massively impact people's mental health. Oh. You know, it's a difficult time of year anyway, so if I do manage to become self-employed, I've been toying with the idea of actually showing my face in videos. I mean, it won't be yet because I need to get things off the ground and stuff, and yeah. But I think if I'm not having to worry about like what an employer is going to say, then I think I'll try and just pluck up the courage to show my face on videos, because it is easier to relate to somebody if you can see their face. I mean, you can definitely do stuff, but it's easier if you can actually see somebody. So we'll see how that works out. I don't think my cats are very happy with me at the moment either. We've put collars back on them because I took collars off them because, you know, I just think, oh, if they don't need them. But one of our cats, Pickles, is a little swine, and he keeps going and staying at somebody else's house. Well, I think he does anyway. There have been a couple of occasions where he's come back and he definitely has smelt of somebody else, and I think he's obviously being fed, because he'll stay out for like, you know, 4 or 5 nights sometimes, which I hate. The other cats, I trained them all from a young age so that they come in at bedtime, and you know, they're really good with that, but Pickles just does whatever Pickles does. So anyway, they were on house arrest for a while because I needed to keep him in, and now they've all got collars on again, so I think they're getting used to it now. But Ruby was really poorly yesterday, bless her. She had really explosive diarrhea on my boyfriend's daughter's beanbag, which was gross. But she must have been desperate lover, because cats are so clean, and despite what people think, they really don't like going to the toilet anywhere that they're not supposed to. you know, they just like going in their litter trays or in the garden or whatever it might be that they used to. So she was obviously really desperate, bless her, and couldn't make it to the litter tray in time. So they've all been on whitefish since yesterday lunchtime, which they, you know, oh, I think that bit should have been red. Oh well. But yeah, they're happy with that. It's annoying because I was literally just going to change her diet from, at the moment they mostly have dry food, because I worked in pets at home. I worked in pets at home for years and years, and we were always told that you should feed them dry food. It's better for their teeth, which it is. But let's have a look. What have we got here? I just want a slightly darker green just to go on the veins of those leaves. Mint green. No, that's going to be too light. What's this one? Vivid green, that'll do nicely. Not dark as I hoped, but that's okay. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, so I was just going to change their diet because they only have wet food maybe like once a week or something, but Ruby really struggles with her weight, bless her. And one vet mentioned to me, and I have read and heard that wet food is a lot lighter. So yeah, I was just going to switch them all over, and then she had explosive poops. So that was great. But she seems a lot better today, and they've all enjoyed their fish, that's for sure. But I think I'm gonna, so at the moment I feed really good quality dry food. I do bulk it out a little bit with, what's it called, with goat cat and crap, whiskers, but only a little bit. Like, mostly they have Jim's Well Beloved, they have, because I do like a big old mix of it basically in a tub for them. What else do they have? They have two types of science plan. One is for metabolism, and the other one is for dental. So yeah, they've got a really good diet, and then I feed them, in terms of wet food, they have Sheba pouches, but I was going to switch them on to, they'll still have to have the Sheba because I've got quite a lot left, but I was going to switch them onto some more nutritious wet cat food. So I was going to put them on Applause, and I researched this other one called Thrive, and I think basically Applause and Thrive, that's quite a nice word, isn't it? Thrive. They've just got a lot more meat in them, so, or fish, you know, meat or fish, whatever. So I think I will switch to those, but they are more expensive, but it's fine. I love my cats. But yeah, we'll have to wait to see if she's okay tomorrow, and then I can start reintroducing the dry food first of all. And then when I know that she's definitely okay back on the dry food, I can start slowly reintroducing this new wet cat food. She hasn't got a particularly sensitive stomach as such, it's just, I don't know, she's quite a nervous cat sometimes. Like, she's the one that will always come and greet people when they come into the house, but she's, I don't know, she's a worrier. Like, she worries if the other cats are fighting, she worries if I'm poorly, or if one of the other cats is poorly. I know it sounds stupid, but I can tell that she worries. So I think for that reason she does tend to suffer with her stomach a little bit, bless her. But this is the worst that it's ever been. And I just don't know why. I mean, maybe she ate something in the garden that didn't agree with her. I don't know, I have no idea. She's been finding herself though, she's still loopy. She's the sweetest cat I've ever met. I love all of my cats to bits, and they've all got very different personalities, but she's I've never met a cat like her, honestly. She's something else. She's just, you can do anything to her. Apart from kiss her, she hates being kissed. She's a proper little tomboy, but she's just such a sweetheart. So I felt super anxious yesterday and really, really worried. I was going to go for a nice long walk in the sunshine, and then I just thought, no, I just need to stay here and make sure she's okay. So I just went out and bought her a load of white fish instead, and treated myself to 5 new books, which I really shouldn't have done, but you know, it helped to cheer me up a little bit. How incredible are these colours? Beautiful, aren't they? So we've just been trying to cut my hair. I used to cut my hair myself all the time, or like me and my sister would do it together. We'd help cut each other's hair and stuff. I just really don't want to go to the hairdressers at the moment. I just want to limit contact and only go places if I really need to go to them. So I figured I'd just try and do it myself. It hasn't turned out too badly, to be fair. I need to go and dye it though after I finish. I might make one more video, make this video, and then I might make one more, and then I really need to go and dye my hair. I've got a ridiculous amount of pink hair dye building up around the house, and I haven't done it for, it's been coming for 3.5 weeks now, so it's pretty faded. It still looks really cool though, but it's, yeah, it's pretty faded, so I need to redo that. Oh, that's another thing I had for my birthday. I had a facial steamer, and I've been using it once a week, and it's so nice on the skin. I don't know, my skin just looks so much better, I think. Definitely recommend those. And I had one of those facial massages as well. I can't remember what they're called now, but it looks like oh, sorry, that was loud. It looks like a little leaf, and you can use it in the shower, or it's wet or dry basically. And yeah, that's really nice as well. I never really took my skincare seriously when I was younger. We were never really raised to understand about skincare. Oh shit. Yeah, we were never really raised to understand anything about skincare. So for a long time I didn't really do much with it, but I'm definitely taking it a lot more seriously as I get older now, and I try and encourage my boyfriend's daughter to do the same as well. You know, I think it's good to start from a young age, moisturising and cleansing, especially now as she heads towards her teenage years. Yeah, I had to just kind of figure it all out on my own. Oh my god, I can hear him using his vape from up here. Sorry guys. Right, I don't know how much more of this we're going to do, because oh my god, we're already on 45 minutes. I think I've already talked your ear off enough, so I might stop here and then finish this myself. I can never get through a whole colouring session in a video. I must be a really slow colourer. But I think all I was really going to do is I was going to pick, like, let me see, quite like this dark yellow. Can't do that with one hand. So I was going to maybe pick that and just do the keys and then pick out just some of the features on some of the keys to use a different colour. And do that a little bit by there, and then maybe nice background colour, and that was pretty much going to be it. So, I mean, I'm hardly Picasso, you're not really missing out on anything anyway, but I think we will call it a day there. But how beautiful are the colours? If you're in the market for new felt pens, I would absolutely recommend these. I think they're incredible. I can't remember what they're called, but I think if you look for like Copics markers on Amazon or eBay, these come up, and they just come, let me just show you. They just come in a big old bag like this. So I've got the 80 piece pack, but they come in different sizes. You can get a smaller pack, you can get, I think they go up to maybe 120 or 160. And there's loads of different shades. Got a skin colour shades, everything. It's just a brilliant set. So yeah, it must go beyond one. Oh, maybe it goes up to 200 or something then, because this one is 183. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, they're fantastic. Okay, well, thank you for joining me today, guys, and listening to me ramble on. I hope that this video brought you some comfort, some relaxation, and I will see you next time.